3 ways to make your ex regret losing you. How can you get your ex to regret leaving you to the point where they are thinking about what a fool they were for breaking up with you or for not fighting for you enough? There are a few ways to go about this. These 3 methods, for some, will be the quick way, and for some, a little slower. All because it will largely depend on the situation your relationship is in. Before we begin, subscribe to Modern Love Potion because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high value men can't resist. So click or tap the subscribe button now to not miss out. Number 1. Change in ways that your ex wasn't expecting you to. For example, a well mannered nice guy suddenly becomes a very confident guy. He's still a good guy, but he isn't as polite and reserved as he was before. He has lightened up a bit and it makes her smile, laugh, and feel good to be interacting with him. His ex doesn't feel so tense around him anymore. He can now relax and be yourself a lot more, rather than feel like she was to put on an act of being nicer, more polite, or more reserved than she actually is or wants to be. Now, with this first tip, the reason why it works quickly is that you quickly level up in ways that she wasn't expecting you to, and then you interact with her. You don't level up in ways that she wasn't expecting you to, then remain cutting off contact. It's about leveling up in ways that she wasn't expecting you to, then interacting with her. That's a man's approach to getting a woman back. You can take control of the situation and don't leave it all in her hands, and just wait and hope that she comes back to you one day. If you want her back, you just interact with her. You make her feel attracted to you in ways that she wasn't expecting, and she enjoys the new feeling she's having around you. Suddenly, you don't seem like the guy that she dumped. You're so much more interesting and attractive to her now. As a result, she begins to regret leaving you and wants you back. Number 2. Let her feel like she wants you back more than you want her back. This is where you interact with her and make her feel attracted to the new and improved you, but you don't push for a relationship. You're just interacting with her, making her feel sexually and romantically attracted to you, and letting that build up. She's enjoying the new relationship and exciting feelings that she's experiencing around you, but you're not pushing for a relationship. You're fine with or without her, and you're not pushing and asking, can we have another chance? Also, you're not trying to get her to decide whether or not she's going to give you another chance. You are simply fine with or without her. However, you don't say that to her because that would be rude and would cause her guard to go up. Instead, you give her the impression based on your body language and the way that you're behaving and your conversation style that you are fine without her. But you also do find her attractive. You enjoy spending time with her and you do love and like her. What happens when you do that is that it builds up sexual tension between you and her. Sexual tension occurs when a man and woman feel sexually attracted to each other, but there's an obstacle in between them, having sex. They're both feeling sexually attracted to each other, but there's an obstacle in between the sex happening. Hey, are you liking the video so far? If so, I have good news. Make sure you like and subscribe to Modern Love Potion, because every video you watch will transform you into a woman high-value men can't resist, and you'll never miss our videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you have a story you want to share with me or other people watching this video in the Modern Love Potion community, write a comment below. Okay, so where were we? You can achieve the effect with your ex-girlfriend or ex-wife by making her feel attracted to you again, but not pushing for a relationship. She's feeling sexually attracted to you. You can see that you're feeling attracted to her, but you're not pushing for a relationship and you're not even pushing for sex. It's just building up between you and her. This way, she finds herself looking at you and feeling so attracted to you, and also noticing she might actually want you more than you want her. Now at that point, most couples are going to have sex, and that's fine. You can go ahead and do that, and you get her back. However, if you want to mess with her mind and push it really far, you can leave at that point. For example, she's feeling very attracted to you. She's falling back in love with you and then say you've got to get out of there because you've got something to do, like get to work, catch up with a friend that you promised you would help or talk to, run some errand that you have to attend to. She's going to be missing you like crazy at that point, and she's going to regret leaving you. Number 3, become truly emotionally independent of her. You see, it's one thing to act like you're fine without her, and it's another thing altogether to actually be fine without her. Where guys go wrong when trying to get an ex back is that they're emotionally dependent on her. They're emotionally dependent on her making a decision about whether or not she's going to get back with him. Without her in his life, he feels lost, depressed. He feels lonely and like a loser. But he's embarrassed to talk to his family, friends, and coworkers because he's been dumped. He needs to have her in his life again to feel like he's good enough to feel whole again and feel good again. Now, the problem with that is women don't actually want to be responsible for their man's emotional state. Your woman doesn't want to feel responsible for your level of confidence and self-esteem. What a woman really respects and feels attracted to in a man is when he's confident, happy, and moving forward in life with or without her. This feeling should come across based on how you interact with her. You don't show you're a needy guy, you're not pushing for a relationship. You're simply interacting with her, making her feel attracted to you, and letting the tension build up. So if you want to make your ex regret leaving you, focus on leveling up in ways that she wasn't expecting you to. Then interact with her. Make her feel attracted, but don't push for a relationship. When you do that, you're either going to get back with her right away, or she's going to regret leaving you. She's going to be thinking about you all the time, missing you, and wanting you back. Thing is, these strategies are just a few ways to remind your ex just how good they had it when you two were together. But try not to focus too much on how your ex feels, especially not at the expense of your own emotions. Instead, a person should focus on their own self-improvement and what they have learned from their relationship about themselves. You should be focusing on how you've grown, moved forward, and hopefully have become a better version of yourself, rather than spending energy focusing on your ex. This is how you attract your ex for good. If you want to know how likely your chances are to get back with your ex, click our Ex Back quiz in the first description below. Also, if you want to see our best videos, click the videos on the screen now. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss out on any of our videos, and I'll see you next week.